Is that a little bit of a clickbaity title?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Because how can a Roman road be dangerous? Well, probably about 10-15 years ago, Time Team did a dig from a particular point on this Roman road, which we will come to later, and they had to abandon it. I'm Paul.
I'm Rebecca.
Welcome to Roman Road route number 45B, the Lead Road. Oh, by the way, this video is also sponsored by the good people at HelloFresh.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that.
Right, let's go find this dangerous Roman road. In the south of England, there is a Roman road which has been intriguing me for many years now. Its official route number is 45B and is found to the west of Salisbury. It's a continuation of Route 45, which connected Salisbury to Winchester. The intrigue for me is twofold. Why does it seemingly just stop in the middle of the Mendips? No modern town or city remains there today. And secondly, why exactly is this road so dangerous? Our first stop on the journey is a few miles west of Salisbury, where I'm trying to find an interaction between Grimm's Ditch and the Roman road. Now, if the maps are correct, the Roman road should have destroyed the ditch, which predates it by around 500 years. So are the maps correct? Can we find the ditch and evidence that the Roman road went straight through it? You find me right in Grimm's Ditch. Beautiful bit of the ditch just there, and ahead of me much the same. And what I'm looking for is where the Roman road intersected with this bit of the Grimm's Ditch here, because it did all the way along this ridge here. Right, this is good. This is good, because here Grimm's Ditch is raised. Yeah, and it's pretty much where we expected it to be raised. That was so cool. That is exactly what we expected to find. If the Roman road was here, and if the date of the Grimm's Ditch at 500-ish BC is correct, then we'd expect to find the Roman road obliterate Grimm's Ditch and Grimm's Ditch to disappear. We found exactly that.
So that's all good. So let's start tackling some of the big questions this video asks.
Indeed, yes. Speaking of big questions, one of the biggest questions we get asked on social media, exactly how do we continue to produce one video per week, 5 kids between us, jobs, and a bunch of other stuff?
I don't know, how do we do it?
I'm not sure, it kind of just happens, but we do have a whole load of stuff to help us. Now, up until a short while ago, we used to walk down the road to our local supermarket once a day and buy a whole bunch of food for that day, end up spending a fortune on stuff we don't need.
That was until we signed up to HelloFresh. Thank you. Which not only does it help us organise our shopping budget, it also saves us a lot of time in supermarket trips.
Now with HelloFresh, you have a wide variety of meals to choose from, and the best bit for us is you can do that from the comfort of your own home.
And not only do they arrive fresh and timely on your doorstep, but it also dawns upon you quite quickly that you're now eating a really healthy, balanced diet.
Because let's face it, when you nip to the supermarket every day like we did, well, you end up just eating what you fancy at the time.
Yeah, but don't forget, HelloFresh food meals are super tasty, and the best part for me is how easy it is to cook.
Yeah, so when the meals arrive,
all nice and fresh,
well, they do so with instructions. Now this sounds obvious, but each meal's ingredients are numbered, so you can simply store away the stuff you don't need, and when you are ready to cook, well, you can get cooking using the super easy guides supplied.
It's so easy to follow, and every meal has them.
So for us, HelloFresh has saved us a bunch of time,
allowed us to plan for a healthy and balanced diet,
broadened our horizons in terms of the meals that we eat, because it shows you a lot of different meals you've never really considered before. Give them a try.
Now, you can subscribe to HelloFresh using our discount code below, where you will get the discount they are currently running.
Indeed, and that includes the current promotion. But don't forget to use our discount code mentioned below in the doobly-doo. Right, onwards to more dangerous Roman road shizzle. So just beyond us in the valley there is Monkton Deverill, the crossing point where this route 45B, crossed with I think 42 from the south and 52 to the north. There's a lot of controversy and speculation about where these routes crossed and which way they headed from the monumental hill above us, Cold Kitchen Hill. Rebecca, however, is wearing a white top today and keeps getting
animals.
All sorts.
Yeah.
We've even named the animals. We've had Sticky the caterpillar because it looks like a stick.
Lady
the ladybird, obviously.
Yeah.
One of the things of noteworthiness is the lead ingots that they found at various points all along here, including in our background on the other side of the valley there. One of those was dated 49 AD, so that tells you that this route was set up as a Roman route within 6 years of invasion. So does that tell you that actually they already knew about the resource at the end of this route up in the Mendips? But for the meantime, this route pretty much disappears after Cold Kitchen Hill. Sir Christopher Hoare, back in the 1700s, had a guess at where it was, and Margary referred to that. But for the next 10 miles after Cold Kitchen Hill, this route pretty much vanishes until you get to Frome Road. So Route 45B has now brought us just north of Shepton Mallet. We missed about 10-15 miles or so to our east because it takes the route of a current main road, so there's not a lot to show you. What we're looking for now though is part of the Roman road that crosses this small road, and in the field to our east apparently there's some earthworks, so let's try and climb our way through that ridiculously small gap in the hedge. Right, so I'm not sure this is right sketchy, Rebecca.
It is a bit.
But if you think this one's bad, you've seen that one there, right? But ahead of us now is this little field with cows in. We'll just have a peek in here and see if we can see the earthworks that are on the OS maps. I've made it. You coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got cows. Right, maybe here, actually here, is the Roman road. Difficult to see, but I think, yeah, probably impossible to come out on camera, but there I can clearly see a ditch just to this side, agger here. So highly likely this is the Roman road.
Okay, stop messing around now.
Okay, right, it's all about the wildlife today. Not the cows necessarily wildlife. Right, in that field you can see an agger just to the south of me there, and it heads on into the field, so that does show. Now we still haven't addressed a couple of the questions. Number one, why did this end up in the Mendips and just stop for no reason? Number two, hugely important, why is this Roman road so dangerous? Why did time teams stop their archaeological dig just up ahead of us, just like that? So coming up to the final spot of today's journey, we're about 240 metres above sea level. Now why did this Roman road just stop? Well, ahead of us is as good as a Roman industrial site as you will find in this country. It's almost a unique road. As we say, this was probably built specifically because of the resource, the lead ore that was available here, and they may well have known about it, as we said, already before the Roman invasion, hence why they made a beeline here. So probably a couple of 100 yards ahead of us is a rather impressive Roman site. So this is it, this is the point where Route 45B ends, and here we are in what is referred to as Charterhouse, and there are workings all over here, Roman lead workings, which we alluded to at the start of the video, or throughout the video. Now a lot of what you see there, the earthworks, aren't necessarily those workings, they're the interaction of limestone and clay. I'm no geologist, but I think that creates some kind of a shake hole or sinkholes down that valley. Nevertheless, in 2005, when Time Team came here and they did one of their digs, well, they had to call that dig off. Now they found that there was an entire Roman infrastructure here. There was a fort just up on the hill, but one of the places where they did their dig was just about, I don't know, 300 or 400 yards up on the hill behind us, and there's a square feature, and that was full of arsenic. Now when you try to extract lead from lead ore, you have to smelt it, and that creates some byproducts. That creates cadmium and of course arsenic. That's extremely dangerous in many different forms. So we know that a lot of the final product of the lead headed inland towards Salisbury and Winchester, and perhaps then on down to the ports and back to Europe. Now we know that because the iron ingots had been found along Route 45. Some of them were even dated AD 49, so that helped us give the date of this site at its very latest. But the biggest question that's on our mind is, well, why didn't they head west just across the way there to the Severn Estuary? Why doesn't the road itself carry on towards Bristol, or at least to Bridgewater, where they could get on a boat and make that journey a lot quicker? We're going to show you one more absolutely stunning feature, and that will probably help explain exactly why that was the case. So this is Cheddar Gorge. It's rather beautiful and a little bit unique in its formation. Now as we drive down it and we reach the bottom, you find the thriving, bustling town of Cheddar. But 2,000 years ago, bear in mind the sea levels were anything between sort of 10 and 20 metres higher, so instead of that you'd have found a port. So it's highly likely, or certainly a good theory, to say that the Romans would have come down here with their lead workings and they'd have been able to transport them via the sea at this point. So there's every potential that that is why the Roman road stopped at Charterhouse where it did. So as we leave Charterhouse and the lead workings, the industrial site back there, and say goodbye to Roman Road Route 45B that we've sort of scratched the surface of today, maybe we'll do a little bit more in a future video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have and you would like to consider signing up to HelloFresh, you can do so using, how can they sign up, Rebecca?
It's in the doobly-doo below.
The link is in the doobly-doo below. Click on that and follow it all through. A big thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and making it possible. We, Paul and Rebecca, will see you when this is?
Next Sunday maybe?
Next Sunday. Goodbye.